W5GGY.
Okay, we're at 28 minutes after 7, and that means we're 2 minutes away from SantaNet tonight. Again, CQSanta.com if you have children in the shack that want to talk to Santa Claus. Also, a note that we are here every night through and including Christmas Eve. So maybe you're hearing us tonight and you're saying, Drat, I wish I had the kids here. Well, that's okay. We're here every night through and including Christmas Eve. These 2 weeks here as we get started in December historically have been lighter for us. And so if you can control the night that you invite children in your shack, let me recommend a night during the next 2 weeks, because after we get to that halfway point of the month and we get on the downhill side to Christmas, it gets pretty busy, and Christmas Eve is wheels off. So think about the next 2 weeks as an opportunity to get on SantaNet, because you will not have a long wait. For example, tonight, just 2 check-ins and probably a couple others that we'll get during the net. So there's not a big wait. So also just a quick thanks, and I know we haven't mentioned this enough, but W5MIX, Matt Malika in Dripping Springs doing just a superb job on the back end. He's made getting checked in for the net so much easier. He's recording the nets on a nightly basis. By the way, if you're on SantaNet and you want to hear what it sounded like, just that CQSanta.com website is where to go, and Matt's done a terrific job of getting each recording listed there chronologically. Now, band conditions are what they are, but so you may not be able to hear a lot, but like tonight seems like it's pretty good, and Matt says he's got a good copy on several stations. So anyway, CQSanta.com, a great addition to the lineup here on SantaNet. And I see that we're coming up on 7:30 on this Sunday night, so let me say good evening and ho, 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 and Merry Christmas, and CQ. Let's get ready to call the big man, Santa Claus, for another edition of the 3916 SantaNet. We're here every night at this time, 7:30 p.m. Central, connecting good boys and girls with Santa Claus at the North Pole. This is Pete, KE5GGY, Denton, Texas. I'll be your net control station for tonight's edition of the SantaNet. And joining me is the A-Team of Relays. These are stations all around the country that volunteer their time and talent to help strategically relay in the voice of Santa to the children that check in tonight. So let's meet those relays and just give them a big thanks and a welcome. KC4M is Garth in North Carolina, W5JMW John, Sulphur Springs, Texas, Whiskey 8 Mike Golf Mike, Mark in Michigan, N1LPE up there in Music City, Nashville, Robert, N2HFO Mike in New York, N3FSA Bob in Arizona, AE0ET Phil in Tonganoxie, Kansas, and also, and I mentioned JMW. Did I mention W5JMW, and also W5MIX. Again, another shout out to Robert, to Matt Malika, who does a great job on all the back end stuff. So let's get started, and I'm going to start with the second one since he was in line first. There was a duplicate on his name, so we're going to start with Cleve, Kilo Y, KY4 Charlie Juliet in Kentucky. Cleve, give us some chatter real quick. Give us some chatter so the relays can hear you. Come on in, Cleve, and good evening. All right, I'm looking at the relays, and let's try Robert. Robert, you think you got enough to make it happen from Nashville?
Let's see if he can hear me. KY4CK, how's your copy on N1LPE? Okay, well, let me get a hold of Santa Claus, and we're going to talk to Sarah. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, hang on a second. Calling Santa. This is Robert, N1LPE in Tennessee, calling Santa. Can you copy? Hello, Robert. And I heard you talking to Cleve, and he's got Sarah in the shack. Sarah, can you hear Santa Claus?
Yes.
Oh, you sound good on the radio. Tell me, Sarah, what can I bring you for Christmas? Okay. Anything else?
I think most of the time.
Okay, and Sarah, do you have anything else on your list?
No.
That's okay. We know you're on the good girl list, and we'll get you everything that you I'd like to know if you could leave me a little snack on Christmas Eve. And before I leave, the elves are just listening through the door. Can you tell everybody here at the North Pole, ho, 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 Merry Christmas?
Yes. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Oh, that was so good. Okay, Sarah, take care, and I'm going to send it back to Robert. Okay, Santa, hey, I think you got a good contact there. Cleve, did that come out okay?
Oh, that's great relay.
Okay, terrific. That's great. We got one done. It's good Roger contact, Pete. And one LPE, if you can hear me in Texas, back to you.
All right, super job and a Roger contact, and well done, Sarah, sounding good, like a future ham radio operator here on the air. This is KE5GGY. If you have children in the shack, just go to CQSanta.com. We'll get them on the air. And California, N8ING, we got your check-in, Sean. We'll get to you just a couple of minutes. You're next up after we come back to Texas. And Matt, N5XOT. Give me some chatter, Matt. Let's hear how you're sounding right now so the relays can tell me who's hearing you. Come on in, Matt.
Hey, this is Matt, N5XOT in Red Oak, Texas. Merry Christmas, everyone. We are looking forward to talking to Santa down here, and Shane is in the shack with me, ready to go.
All right, give me a little more chatter. Just waiting for some other relays here.
Okay, I can do that. We're just waiting here, ready to go, ready to tell you what Shane wants for Christmas, and looking forward to talking to Santa.
All right, great. I was hoping to give it to New York, but you know what? We're going to send it to Michigan. W8MGM. Michigan, your turn. KE5GGY.
KE5GGY. That sounds good. Hey, Matt, N5XOT. I want to make sure. Are you copying Mark in Michigan, W8MGM?
W8MGM, I am copying really good here down in Texas, N5XOT.
QSL, yes, sir. Wait, I just heard Robert talking to Santa Claus in the North Pole, so hopefully he's here in Michigan. Let's call the North Pole. CQ, North Pole, Santa Claus. This is Mark in Michigan. Santa, can you hear me? Merry Christmas! I hear you, Mark. Merry Christmas to everybody. And let's see here. Oh, you had Matt, so I got Shane. Shane, are you there? 9 years old. Wow. Shane, can you hear Santa?
I'm here.
Say it again.
I'm here.
I heard you. Don't be shy. Santa hears you. Shane, what do you want for Christmas?
I want a Nintendo Switch with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and the Pokeball Plus. I think that's what it's called. I don't know.
They're so popular this year. We got the elves working on it. That's terrific. Can you leave Santa Claus some cookies and milk and maybe a couple carrots too, okay? The reindeer just love the carrots. They certainly do. Okay, now you be good, and if you would, get in the microphone before I go, and on the count of 3, okay? You give Santa Claus a really big Merry Christmas, really loud, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everyone.
That was terrific. Oh, you did such a great job. The icicle fell right off the gun. That was terrific. Okay, Merry Christmas. Gotta go. Bye-bye. Hey, thank you, Santa. I appreciate that. And, hey, Matt, I heard Santa in Michigan. How about in Texas? Did you and Shane hear Santa okay?
Yeah, we heard Santa great down here. I really appreciated Santa and everyone else. N5XOT.
QSL. Hey, Matt, thanks for having them in there. We really do appreciate that. Hope you guys have a great week and good Christmas. So we'll hope to see you next year, and kids sound great. So take care. This is Mark in Michigan, and just a reminder, if you're listening, tuning in, hey, go to CQSanta.com if you want to get these kids on the air, and we'll connect them with the North Pole. Got relay stations all over, so all the way up to Christmas Eve, CQSanta.com. So go on the website, you'll see the information. Any questions, feel free to get a hold of us. This is Mark in Michigan, W8MGM. I'm going to pass it back to Net Control, KE5GGY.
Okay, KE5GGY, we're getting ready to go to California. And again, what Mark just said is if you have check-ins, you have kids in the shack, go to CQSanta.com, and you can check in CQSanta.com. Let's try California. How about N8ING? N8ING. Sean, KE5GGY. Do you copy Texas?
I do copy Texas. This is N8ING. Do you copy me?
I do copy you, 5 and 8, 5 and 8. Give me a little more chatter so we can see which one of the relays are hearing you. Give me about 20 seconds worth of chatter, if you would.
Sure. I'm a brand new hand. Well, not brand new, but brand new to HF, and I thought I'd check in with the CQSanta.com. I can't believe that it's there. It's a miracle that it is, and it's really cool.
Okay, hey, Michigan, throw it to JMW. If he can handle it, I'd like him to try. Michigan, give him the relay.
QSL, JMW, how are you hearing the California station?
Well, he's light. He's light, but I think we can do it. At least we'll try. Sean, are you hearing me? W5JMW.
W5JMW, yeah, I've got a pretty good solid copy on you. Good.
Okay. All right, well, and you've got Mila in the shack?
I sure do.
Well, let's get a hold of Santa. Hello, Santa. Hello, Santa. Beaming North Pole from Texas, Santa, W5JMW. Yeah. Oh, yes, John. I'm hearing you. Oh, and I heard that you had Sean and Mila. And I checked the list, and Mila's on the good girl list. Mila, can you tell Santa what you want for Christmas? Over. Oh, okay. What else? Mila, what else? Sean, have I lost you? Well, John, back to you. They're not making it up here. Back to you, John. Yeah, very good, Santa. Well, the band must have changed. That's how it's been, but thank you for coming on board. And, Sean, we'll keep you in there and try to complete the contact possibly later. Mark, I'm going to turn it back to you, W8MGM, W5JMW.
QSL, sounds good. W5JMW, this is Mark in Michigan, W8MGM. Yeah, Sean, November 8, ING, N8ING. We're going to come back one more time, just make sure that was a Roger contact. If not, we'll take care of you. So don't worry about that, Sean, and let Milo know. Santa Claus knows what she wants. So I'm going to hand this back to Pete, KE5GGY from W8MGM.
Yeah, very good. And Sean and Team Mila, you were sounding really good in Dallas, and I could hear Santa saying that he was getting it. So good job, and thanks for being here. Mila, you could be a great ham radio operator, so you should think about getting on the air. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're to the bottom of the list, and that means if there's any other... Oh, wait a minute, I said that, and there was a check-in. So let's get this going. As I copied over, let's say hello to N0YUP in Topeka. N0YUP, are you with us tonight? Come on in. Michigan, I just copied N0YUP over to the Facebook. N0 Yankee Uniform Papa, that's Chad. Guys, do a refresh and see if you can pick it up from Michigan, if you would, Mark.
QSL, it was NZ station, Pete, QSL.
N0YUP.
N0YUP. This is Mark in Michigan with SantaNet, W8MGM. Are you hearing me? again, no copy. Michael, N2HFO, no copy from you as well there. Nothing here, Pete. KE5, GGY.
All right, let's try Phil maybe. Phil, you think you might be, the band is acting weird. I'm wondering if they might be able to get you. You want to try it, Phil, in Kansas City?
No copy, Pete.
Okay. Okay, all right. One more try for N0YUP, KE5GGY. All right. Did anybody hear anything, guys? I'm not hearing a thing.
Pete, I think he did key at, the station did comment. November 0, Yankee United Papa. November 0, Yankee United Papa. Come in there and give us a little chatter. Many relays are listening into HFO New York. Go again. November 0, Yankee United Papa. November 0, Yankee United Papa. If you can stay around for a few more minutes. The band might swing again. Pay attention to the relays that you possibly hear, and we'll try to call you up again in about 5 minutes or so. The band is swinging. N0, Yankee United Papa. Thanks for trying. I can just tell you're in there. That's all. KE5GGY, Santa Central from New York. N2HFOP, your way.
All right, copy that. N0YUP, stand by. We'll try you again in a moment here. But for now, we're going to see if there's any other check-ins tonight. If you have children in the shack that you'd like to connect with Santa Claus, go to CQSanta.com. CQSanta.com, and we'll get you on the air tonight. In fact, we're ready to take some check-ins right now. CQSanta.com. Nashville, N1LPE, would you make that announcement for us as well?
Yeah, okay, Pete. Yeah, this is N1LPE, and if you're within the sound of my voice and you've got children in the shack, go to CQSanta.com and fill out the form and hit send. We will get your kids on the air. We're looking for check-ins, and we're looking for stations with children in the shack. If there's anybody out there with children in the shack that can hear my voice, speak now. And I've got nothing. N1LPE back to KE5GGY.
All right, very good. N1LPE, KE5GGY. Michigan, if you would, give that promo for CQSanta.com.
Yeah, QSL, Pete. I'd love to. Hey, this is Mark in Michigan, W8MGM, and if you just tuned in around the dial, you're listening to the SantaNet on 3916. Go to CQSanta.com if you've got children or maybe children, neighbors, or co-workers that you work with have children. We'd love to get them on and have them talk to Santa Claus. But if you've got children in the shack right now and you're hearing me, go to CQSanta.com real quick, get them signed in, and we'll get them connected to the North Pole, and we'll let them talk to the big man himself. So, again, this is Mark in Michigan, W8MGM, back to Pete, KE5GGY.
All right, this is KE5GGY, and we are looking for check-ins on the SantaNet. If you've got kids in the shack, CQSanta.com, CQSanta.com. Let's make one more call to N0YUP. N0YUP. Give us some chatter, Chad. I want to see if anybody's hearing you. N0YUP. Come in, please. New York, try it if you would. New York, N2HFO, KE5GGY.
Roger that. KE5GGY, Santa Central, PUB. Break from you, N2HFO, New York. Relay. November 0, Yankee United Papa. November 0, Yankee United Papa. Chad, if you're still with us there, why don't you try to build a signal, and we're going to be listening for you again. And by the way, anyone else there with kitties in the shack, go to CQSanta.com, and place in your calls. Anyhow, November 0, Yankee United Papa. Do something like that, Chad. Build up a signal and see if we can hear you. N2HFO, New York again. Over. He's in, but he's fighting. Chad, I'm taking a chance. I'm hoping you're on the receive side at this moment now. November 0, Yankee United Papa. Chad, thanks for trying. At this time, we have no copy, no copy. You're just enough to know you're in there. That's all I can do as soon as I turn it over to you there. So we'll have to see if we can do it a little bit later there. Mother Nature certainly dictates. Again, any kids with any stations with kids in the shack, all you have to do is go to CQSanta.com, and you can see we have many relays in different places, but it's still challenging, and it's in the moment. When you key up, you're called up, and key up, then we find out which one can relay Santa to your shack to speak to those little kiddies. We'd love to hear them. KE5GGY, back to you, Pete, N2HFO, your way.
All right, thank you, New York. We're going to give it a minute or so just to see if any last-minute check-ins come in as we're getting ready to wrap it up tonight. If you would like to hear tonight's edition of the SantaNet, or you'd like to hear previous editions, go to the website CQSanta.com, and they are listed chronologically, CQSanta.com. Also, that is the website to keep handy for future nights, and keep in mind that we're here every night through and including Christmas Eve. And again, I'll give a mention to the next 2 weeks. They will be easier to get in on than the 2 weeks after and leading up to Christmas. Week of Christmas, pretty busy, so we recommend getting in the next 2 weeks. Think about, neighbor children. Think about, we've got several church groups that are planning to check in, neighborhood groups, a downtown association up in Iowa is going to be checking in. So we're going to be busy in future weeks, and I just want to give the next 2 weeks, a little plug because they are a good time to get on. Again, CQSanta.com for tonight. We're just getting ready to wrap up because I don't think there's any other check-ins. So a very good night tonight. We want to thank our relay stations without whom there would be no SantaNet. It'd be lonely out there, and you can remember back to the years where we had 1 or 2 stations on the air. It was difficult. So thanks to the relays, especially KC4M Garth in the great state of North Carolina, W5JMW John in Sulphur Springs, Texas, Whiskey 8 Mike Golf Mike Mark in Michigan, N1LPE Robert, Nashville, Tennessee, N2HFO Michael in New York, N3FSA Bob, Arizona, AE0ET Phil from Tonganoxie, and that is Kansas near Kansas City, and W5MIX Matt Malika handling all the back end and internet help with the SantaNet. Again, CQSanta.com for check-ins in the future. This concludes this edition of the 3916 SantaNet. Our thanks to everybody listening tonight. The members of the 3916 Nets, you guys are great to yield the frequency and let the kids get in here to talk to Santa. Quite a sacrifice you guys make. We want to thank the families and the children especially, who every night bless us and really brighten our Christmas. And also a big thanks to Santa. Without the big man, there wouldn't be a SantaNet. So we're glad that he selects our frequency. And I guess we're good enough boys and girls to get the big man's attention. So thank you, Santa. This is KE5GGY, Denton, Texas, returning this frequency to the Sunday night Rag Chew Cruise. So let's get going, guys, and somebody pick it up. Ho, 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 from Denton, Texas.